Hey BookTube, here is my Advent unwrapping book haul. I'm Jen and I talk about audiobooks most of the time, but today I thought I would go through all of the books that I unwrapped for my Advent unwrapping in the month of December. Just show you what I got. It's a lot of books. My friend Jenny, who lives in Iowa, and my friend Karen, who lives in Scottsdale, are both bookstagrammers, but they are not booktubers. So we've been friends for a long time, several years really. We got to be friends on Goodreads, and then we ended up going to a book convention together, and then I went to another book convention, another couple actually, with Karen. And then this March, we are all three going to go to the Tucson Book Festival. So I'm really looking forward to being in warm, sunny Arizona and out of this cold weather in the second week of March. So we all got together and Jenny said, hey, how about if we do an Advent unwrapping for December? And I thought, okay, sure. I think I said yes, not even realizing what I was doing. So over the course of, from the time that she brought it up, which I think was in the spring, until December, we collected books for each other to send to each other so that we could each unwrap a book from December 1st to December 25th. So one for each day of Advent. And so we did. And it got to be a really involved process. Thank goodness for media mail. Made it a lot cheaper than otherwise. But it was really fun. We chose 50 books or 50 book-related things, mostly books, a couple of book-related things. I chose all books, but that was because I didn't get inventive or creative with it at all. Wrapped up each book, put it in a box, sent 25 to Iowa for me and 25 to Scottsdale, and each day we unwrapped one book. So it was like getting a present in every day in December leading up to Christmas. So I got a lot of books. I got a coloring book, I got some pencils, I got some note cards, I got a candle, some bookmarks, a lot of bookmarks actually. Jenny is really great at mixed media art. And so she sent little cards with every single book, which was great because those are like little bookmarks in and of themselves. So, okay, I tried to separate these out into kind of classics, adult, YA, and then signed books, and then things that aren't books. So I'll start with the things that aren't books. One of those is a box of note cards. This is from Karen. These are the cards. They're so pretty. She knows I love the ocean, and so I'm so glad she sent me these because these are just great to have when you want to send something to somebody and you just want to put a little note in it. So, box of note cards. I got several bookmarks. One is Gemina, one is Beach Rules, one is Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas, one is Nevernight by J. Kristoff. So those are great. I usually listen to audiobooks, but when I do read a book, I love having a bookmark. So there we go. Jenny sent me the Lunar Chronicles coloring book, and she sent me a box of pencils to go with it. I thought that was fantastic. I have not gotten into the coloring book trend, but it looks like I will. She also sent me a little Flickering Tales candle that is Ice Court vanilla mint, and it smells really good. And that was the extent of the non-book things. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to get into are the classics that I got. The first is The Story Girl by L.M. Montgomery. She wrote Anne of Green Gables. This is a very skinny little book, but apparently Jenny said it's fantastic. And also a copy of Little Women from Jenny. I love this book. I love this book. Okay, I'm gonna move on to the adult books. Jenny sent me a Patchwork Christmas. This is by Judith Miller, Nancy Moser, Stephanie Grace Whitson. This is 3 short stories that have to do with Christmas. Kristin Hanna's The Nightingale. Romance is My Day Job by Patience Bloom. Killing Time, this is by Caleb Carr. The Devil in the White City, this is by Erik Larson. The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. The Keeper of Lost Things by Ruth Hogan. First Frost by Sarah Addison Allen. Yeah, I thought I got that messed up. After You by Jojo Moyes. The Light Between Oceans by M.L. Stedman. The Little Paris Bookshop by Nina George. The Charm Bracelet by Viola Shipman. And The Valley of Amazement by Amy Tan. Those were all the adult books that I got. Now I'm going to move on to YA, starting with Everything Leads to You by Nina LaCour. A Conspiracy of Alchemists by Liesel Schwartz. The Girl from Everywhere by Heidi Heilig. 4 by Veronica Roth. Lies I Told by Michelle Zink. Project Pandora by Aidan Polidoros. Heist Society by Ali Carter. Flirting in Italian by Lauren Henderson. How to Lead a Life of Crime by Kirsten Miller. The Pearl Thief by Elizabeth Wine. What I Thought Was True by Huntley Fitzpatrick. The Girl at Midnight by Melissa Gray. And 2 books in the the Sea of Ink and Gold series. The Reader and the Speaker by Tracy Chee. And one more. Jenny sent me an entire trilogy. This is the Ashes of Twilight, I think, trilogy. It's by Cassie Taylor, and it is Ashes of Twilight, Shadows of Glass, and Remnants of Tomorrow. That's a dystopian. Okay, now I'm going to move on to the sci-fi kind of adult sci-fi books that I got, and dystopian and things like that. Artemis by Andy Weir. Armada by Ernest Cline. The Darwin Elevator by Jason M. Howe. The Queen of the Tearling by Erica Johansson. The Bear and the Nightingale by Catherine Arden. 2 books by Philip Jose Farmer. They're both sci-fi, and they are The Wind Whales of Ishmael and The Other Log of Phileas Fogg. I think those are both steampunk, if I'm not mistaken. The Water Wars by Cameron Straker. Invictus by Ryan Groudon. And lastly, The Water Knife by Paolo Bacigalupi. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. It's a gorgeous cover. There were 3 books that they sent me, which were 3 books Karen sent me, which were signed, and I am over the moon about that because I do love signed books. The first is Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. I have this book, actually. I have the whole collection. They're not mass market paperbacks. They're bigger. Actually, they're back behind me. But they're not signed like this one is, so thrilled about that. This one is I'm just trying to find that signature. Alive by Scott Siegler. And there is his signature. And come on, where is it? They always pick an odd place to sign. Starflight by Melissa Landers. And there's her signature. I love it. I love a signed book. And the last one. This is by Alexandra Oliva. Great book, too. And there's that. And that is all the books and various paraphernalia. I probably missed some of the bookmarks, but that's everything in my Advent unwrapping book haul. If you've read any of these books, of course, I want to know what they were. And you probably told me already in the daily things because I tried to film each of these daily. But I kind of wanted to just give you an overlook of the whole thing in case you ever want to do this with one of your friends. It's probably far easier to do it with someone who lives locally to where you are, because then you don't have to ship things. But even shipping things, media mail is very inexpensive. So I think maybe we'll do this again next year. I don't know. I'll have to see. I might do it with more people than just Jenny and Karen, or I might do it with just one other person. I don't know. It's a lot of books, but it's so much fun. And it's really great to be able to think of your really great book friends throughout the year and think they would love that. When you see a book and you go, yeah, oh, I got to buy that and send it to my friend. So anyway, that's the book haul. That's it for now for me, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.